Welcome to our lesson for today. For in our previous lesson, we were doing numbers, and then numbers 2. We're going to discuss more about this topic, that is numbers. As far as this topic is concerned, we talk about how to write numbers in words and symbols, and how to operate or combine operations on whole numbers, of which we're going to tackle later. Then we talk about place and total value. Rounding off is what we're going to talk about today, and then number patterns, square and square roots also in our previous lesson. So as we do this lesson today, we want to remind ourselves on how to round off. How to round off numbers. We said in the previous lesson, we said we can round off a number to the nearest tens, hundreds, thousands, and even hundreds of thousands, even millions, depending on the question. And decimal numbers can be rounded off to the nearest tenths, meaning 1 decimal place, hundreds 2 decimal places, and thousands 3 decimal places is what you can round off. So we're going to see how you can round off these numbers to the required number of decimal places. So back to our first task or first question. Question number 1. The population of a certain country was recorded to be 39,967,123. So the question is, what was the population to the nearest 100,000? So what you're going to do in this question is that if you read the population that was recorded, it is 39,967,123. So they want us to round it off to the nearest 100,000. So let's look, or let's find the digit that is in the 100,000 place value. And if you start from here, this is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000, 100,000. So digit 9, it is the digit that is in the 100,000 place value. Then if you look behind it, or the preceding value, if it is 5 or more than 5, we add 1. So this number here is 6 because it is more than 5. We are required to add 1. And if you add 1 here, it is 0, 0, 1, this is 400. Then with how many zeros? Here you'll add these zeros because they have value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you add those 6 zeros that you find there, and your answer will be 40 million. So this number to the nearest 100,000 is 40 million. Again, when you talk about decimals to the nearest tenths, remember, if I might remind you, we said that tenths means 1 decimal place, or rounded off to 1 decimal place. Or if you look at the digit which is in the tenths place value, remember when you have a decimal number, the first digit here to your right is tenths. So what we're going to do here is we can add 1. Why? Because the digit or the preceding digit is more than 5. And when it is more than 5, you know what you're supposed to do. Okay? So if you look at this digit, here, 39.964, we add 1 and ignore the values thereafter. Here we ignore because your answer must only have 1 decimal place, and 1 decimal place you can find it. You look at this digit which is here. If it is 5 or more than 5, you add 1, and then it is going to be 1, this is 0, carry 1, 0, carry 1, 40. 40.0. So make sure your answer is having only one decimal place. Another example is example number 2. That is 264.38951 rounded off to the nearest thousandths. Remember, thousandths, we said it is 3 decimal places, or which digit is in the thousandths place value? Tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So this digit is here, then you look at this digit which is here, the preceding value. If it is 5 or more than 5, you add 1. So if you add 1 here, it's 0, 1, 9, 3, 9. So it is 390. Don't write any value from here because it will not have any value. So your answer will be 264.390. Very, 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 very easy. So next time when we meet next, we're going to tackle more questions. The same, how to round off values to the nearest hundreds, tens, thousands, and even if it's a decimal number, to the required number of decimal places. Otherwise, I wish you a good time.